The history of the United States Census. The United States Census is conducted every 10 years. It exists to count people. It does not exist to tell stories, create narratives, or generate excitement. Its purpose is administrative. This is the history of how counting became a permanent American system. Early origins. The requirement for a census appears in the United States Constitution. Article 1, Section 2 mandates an enumeration of the population every 10 years. The purpose was representation and taxation. From the beginning, the census was a practical tool. It was not designed for curiosity. The first census. The first census was conducted in 1790. It was organized by the federal government. U.S. Marshals were responsible for collecting the data. They traveled locally and recorded information by hand. The data collected was limited. It included free white males over 16, free white males under 16, free white females, other free persons, and enslaved individuals. The results were slow. Accuracy was uncertain. The system persisted. Expansion of categories. As the population grew, categories expanded. More questions were added. Occupations, age ranges, birthplace, and marital status. Each decade added complexity. The census became more detailed. Administrative growth. By the mid-19th century, the census required dedicated administration. Temporary offices became permanent departments. Clerks processed handwritten schedules. Errors were corrected manually. Delays were expected. Industrialization and urbanization. The United States industrialized rapidly. Cities expanded. Population density increased. Counting became harder. The census adjusted its methods. New forms were introduced. Training became standardized. Mechanization. By the late 19th century, manual tabulation was insufficient. Mechanical tabulating machines were introduced. Punch cards reduced processing time. The census influenced early data processing industries. The goal remained unchanged: count accurately. Permanent Bureau. In 1902, the Census Bureau became a permanent agency. This removed the need to recreate the system every decade. Institutional knowledge accumulated. Procedures stabilized. The census and representation. Census data determines congressional apportionment. Seats are redistributed. Districts are redrawn. This process is procedural. It follows formulas. Public interest spikes briefly, then fades. Data collection methods. Census methods evolved. Mail-in questionnaires replaced door-to-door enumeration. Follow-ups addressed non-response. Sampling was introduced. Verification increased. Privacy and trust. As data collection expanded, concerns followed. Confidentiality laws were enacted. Individual responses were protected. Disclosure was restricted. Trust became essential. The digital transition. Computers replaced punch cards. Databases replaced filing rooms. Processing accelerated. Accuracy improved. Procedures remained. Online census attempts. Digital submission was introduced. Participation shifted online. Paper options remained. Redundancy was maintained. Risk management dominated decisions. Why the census persists. The census fulfills constitutional requirements. No alternative exists. It supports governance. It is routine. It is repeated. Public perception. Most people interact with the census briefly, once per decade. Interest is limited. Compliance is expected. The system continues. Institutional stability. The Census Bureau prioritizes consistency. Changes are incremental. Procedures are tested. Failure is avoided. Modern census operations. Temporary workers are hired. Training is standardized. Data is centralized. Deadlines are fixed, errors and adjustments. No census is perfect. Undercounts occur, overcounts occur, adjustments are debated, the process repeats. The census as infrastructure. The census is not a service, it is infrastructure. It supports other systems: funding, planning, policy, budgeting. Budgeting and funding. Census operations require funding. Budgets are approved years in advance. Spending increases before each census year. After completion, funding decreases. This cycle repeats every decade. Planning accounts for staffing, printing, technology, and logistics. No single year is decisive. The system is designed for repetition. Temporary workforce. Most census workers are temporary employees. They are hired for limited periods. Training is standardized. Tasks are narrowly defined. Supervision is procedural. After the census concludes, contracts end. Institutional memory remains within permanent staff. Geographic challenges. Remote areas require additional planning. Urban areas require coordination. Mail delivery varies by region. Follow-up rates differ. The system accounts for variation through guidelines. Local adaptation is limited. Language and accessibility. Forms are translated into multiple languages. Assistance is provided through call centers. Accessibility requirements increase complexity. Each edition is procedural. None change the core purpose. Data processing and storage. Collected data is processed centrally. Validation rules are applied. Inconsistencies are flagged. Corrections follow established workflows. Long-term storage follows federal standards. Census data usage. Federal agencies rely on census data. State governments use it for planning. Local governments reference it for funding allocation. Private organizations use aggregated results. The census itself remains neutral. Public awareness campaigns. Outreach campaigns encourage participation. Messaging is informational. Tone is neutral. Urgency is limited. The campaign ends once data collection closes. Continuity across decades. Each census references previous censuses. Methods are compared. Changes are documented. Continuity is prioritized over innovation. The census as routine. For most residents, the census is brief. A form is completed. No follow-up occurs. The interaction ends. The system continues unseen. Final conclusion. The United States Census is repetitive by design. It values consistency. It avoids disruption. It changes slowly. Its purpose remains counting. Nothing more, nothing less. This is boring history. That is the point.